40-hour versions there. All right. I want to hear this from all of you. If you're somebody who was thinking about doing this next year, what would you tell those guys as a first-year 40-hour filmmaker?
I would say definitely the biggest place that we had some time restraints were in the end with editing. So have an editor secured and nail him to the floor.
I would say sleep 24 hours before you get started, so that you're pretty well rested for everything.
And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I would definitely say check all of your equipment ahead of time. Make sure your cameras are all in sync with each other so your color matches. And make sure you have proper audio before you start shooting.
I'm not a first timer, but I've only got really one thing to say to anybody who's thinking about doing this for the first time. Try it. What have you got to lose?
All right. Two other questions, and then I'm going to open up to anyone in the audience with a question. First off, roll call. How much sleep did you get this weekend? This past weekend?
I rode like 96 hours solid. I do a radio show at WT World at like 3 in the morning, so I just stayed up the whole night.
I promote myself.
Monday morning, like I think I passed out all day. I slept from like 3 in the morning Monday till like 11 a.m. at night. So yeah. That's out the Red Bull, Monster Energy drink, brand, energy one. Yeah, I'll be on it.
How about the rest of you guys? Anybody good sleep? No sleep? Some sleep?
I took like a 30-minute nap, and then I slept like 3 hours after that.
Nice. Well, we had a lot of good camera work this year too, and really this year I think that we've really made a lot of progress as local filmmakers. I want to know what kind of equipment, what kind of cameras were you guys using on these projects here? Anyone?
Pentax K5 DSLR.
Yeah, we did the same thing. We're a Canon T2i with the Cinestyle. Again, make sure you know what you're doing before you use it.
I agree wholeheartedly. That's why I use like Panasonic DVX 100V. Shouts out to the Newcomb 2-lane Nucro institution for putting us on. Because every year they donate camera equipment to us and just show mad love. So thank them to utmost.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll open the floor up. Anybody else who has questions for our filmmakers, please stand up. Anyone, don't be shy. All right, you over there.
This is for Mike.
What's up? How you doing, Colleen? Good?
Did y'all actually film in an elevator, or was it just?
Yeah, that was a whole elevator. That was actually like one of these modern buildings at Dillon University. Does anybody know the name of the building? Dusef. So I guess they did they remodeled it, so it was a brand new.
Was anybody working or living in there? I was wondering how you were able to keep the elevator
No, it was it's like a old, not old, but it's an old new remodel building, so it's kind of cut off from everybody else. So we just went in. Yeah.
Okay, that's lucky.
We had to get people to let us in other parts of the building, so yeah.
I know that you're supposed to be creating the whole concept on the Friday night before, but I'm really curious, all of you, I'm sure that you wrote these long before. How much time in your heads did you really all think about what your plotline was, and how much spontaneity and how much pre-work was all involved in this weekend? You're not holding on the spot.
We mildly goofed it. We were totally underprepared. My man's grandfather had passed away. We had mad personal tragedy. So the contest had fell about mine. Shouts out to Roxy. She really hit me up and was telling me yo, we supposed to be doing this 40-hour film festival. My man back. The spot. We took a walk to the corner store. After we got the job, we were sitting in the backyard. Our ideas were something about a condom. But we were hard up on the heights dealing with the condom. Me and Bass walked to the store for some more Arizona energy drink. Shouts out to them. And I was like, yo, man, we got to do something we got to really come in and rock it, because this whole movie making experience is supposed to be about something. So I was like, the condom is funny, but I really want to go in and make something. So we really took a walk. So that's about as much planning as we did. All of the shots, we used buildings that, like, I went to Tulane, he went to Dillard, and like one of the other shots was just like this alleyway of like a hotel. So everything was really, really on the spot. Shouts out to Cloud too for the hotel that's located for the shot. Woo! The roundabout shot at the end of the movie. So like everything was really, really, it came together beautifully. It was a missed scene that we dropped. We shot some stuff outside of the Ivy Museum, and some people rolled up. We kind of made it like a little pseudo party or whatever, because like people started stopping and realized what was happening. So we kind of had to shut that down. But yeah, it was really on the spot. Shouts out to all the museum too.
The 2 years prior to this year, I brainstormed ideas before going out, but it never worked. We never used any of those ideas. So this year I said no pre-planning. It's just not going to work. So all of our ideas, locations, everything was pretty much secured Friday night.
I think a lot of teams that it takes away from the whole idea of the 40-hour film project when you do all the pre-production. People, I mean, unfortunately, there are people that write the scripts before you do this, and they fill in. It's pretty much like an ad-lib, and they have a script, insert genre, insert insert prop, insert point of dialogue, insert this, and it kind of takes away from the whole project of doing it in 48 hours. So we do what we can to not do any of that. And I mean, yeah, I think the best advice is what he said is that secure equipment. That's about it. I mean, have a couple ideas of where you want to go, but you also don't want to have every place, every location in the world secured for you if you're not going to use them. So wait till the last minute, kind of throw it all together, and it makes the whole project more fun, and it makes it actually go down to the last hour before you turn it in, to make the whole project a whole lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I don't need that.
For some of us, it was the last hour after. Just say, 49 hours, hey, we got it.
48 hours.
Any other questions? Let's see. Like this gentleman and this lady over here. Hey, sir?
Was there any point in time when you got the genre where you were like, crap, I don't want to do this at all?
From the first second. Like with the whole pre-production thing, we didn't have scripts, we didn't have ideas for the most part, but I couldn't make it to the pulling out of the hat thing, so I had two of the guys that were on the team. So we actually did the night before get together and have a list of genres of what we would do, and if this was pulled, we'll do it in a wild card, because the wild cards actually this year weren't too bad.
So you pre-planned.
Somehow fantasy became on the we're going to do this list, which we found out was because it's broad enough, we thought it'd be easy, but we wanted to stick to the genre and make it magical and make it more than just a flashback or a fantasy about a girl at the end of the bar. So it ended up becoming a whole lot more difficult than we ever imagined. So yeah, we're pretty much regretted the second we do it.
I remember we were driving to the kickoff. My AD and I we looked at each other and driving on the interstate and said, you know what, we just continue west or east and head to Florida. And then we were actually looking around, come back, like today or something like this. But we went to the kickoff and pulled the genre and really didn't look back because there was no time. We had 48 hours. So I think everybody always has a second thought. Do we really want to do this? Do we want to put ourselves through this? And it's just something that you just got to do. It's fun. I think it's a blast. But everybody has their challenges. There's always that chance you can turn around and say, nah, I'm not going to do it. But and problems kick in that happen, and you just can't throw it away and say, oh, I'm not doing it. You just have to finish it. And it really feels so good to know that you finished something, you've done something like this in just 48 hours, or 47, 46 for drive time. I'm across the lake. That's actually no big deal. I think in Group A, we had people in Baton Rouge and Hammond, so I can't really complain about my drive. But they did.
Also, not to be too confined by genre, I think we met up maybe a week before and thought to ourselves, well, no matter what we do, we're going to make a comedy, and we're going to work within the genre, but we know our team and we know what we can do best, and there's a lot of wiggle room there.
Y'all make me laugh.
Any other question over here?
Yeah, so a lot of you guys mentioned what could go wrong, went wrong. I want to do this one. So
sync it all. And that's pretty much it. Luckily, render worked fine. We were very lucky on that.
Apparently, if you read about stop motion online, 1 hour of work gets about 30 seconds of footage. That's probably on a professional level, because we only, like 3 minutes took us like 8 hours to do. And working with Legos, and you know, like I don't know if anybody had Legos when they were a kid, when you build something, sometimes it's barely holding together. So you gotta move that thing that's barely holding together. And there's a lot of falling apart and a lot of cursing at Legos.
I think our biggest oh-no moment was our wonderful lead actor playing Felix. He cut his hand making one of the toys before we shot any of the scenes. So there was this panic, oh my God, are we going to the emergency room? How are we going to finish? But it ended up being fine, and he's patched it up. But if anyone notices, he's got a big bandage on his hand and all his close-ups.
The fire.
At the end of the fire. The light caught on fire.
It's always fun when you get Sunday morning when you get general error messages from Final Cut Pro and you really can't figure out what it is. So you lose about an hour trying to figure that out, and then you just delete the audio and start over. So.
My problem started Friday night when I called the writer and he told me that he'll get on it as soon as the game's over. There was going to be an issue and I needed to figure something out. By the time he had anything regarding a shot the first half of the movie, and then I realized that the color didn't match up in any of it between cameras or locations.
Oh, that's what you said.
And out of 5.5 hours of video footage, there was no useful audio other than a minute. Then when I'm going to edit it, the computer decided to not work. So it was just one thing after another, and I know it happens to somebody every year, and there's been some cases worse than that, but even through all of that, we pulled something together. I feel privileged to be on stage with these people here and to be one of these filmmakers.
Great. Well, I think if anyone has any other questions. Oh, all right. We got questions this round. Great. All right. Let's start with this gentleman over here, and then Destiny, and then this gentleman over here. All right.
How many crew members did, like, was the one we are working with crew member wise?
13.
We had one guy who was who was doing the cameras, but when the actors weren't on camera, they were working something else.
We only really had 5 people. Like I was camera operator, director, Vats was like co-director, and then if you saw someone acting there with a boom person, it was just like we made 6 people seem like 20, so just had to rock it.
We had about like 12 people, but when I got there was only 6. Friday night when they got the job, they started building sets, and when I got there, they had a bunch of little Lego sets made up. Like there was a bunch of other horror-like-esque things for the hell aspect of it. And the script was already written, and I kind of felt almost useless now. I was like ready to go and do all sorts of stuff, and I brought a million different props, and then everything's written and set up. Now I just have to act. It's kind of crap.
I think we had 7 crew altogether until we had to lose Amazing Adam Bandera as our bartender for the movie. He had made Amazing, which you know, best use of Adam Bandera in a wig. So yeah, other than that, but 7, which is actually surprisingly small group.
We had about 8, actually 9. I'm sorry, including my wife. She helped a lot. She helped produce. She also graded papers while on set. And one of the other crew members was my buddy Noah, a 15-year-old that really wants to be a filmmaker. So he was a PA and our VP down. Kept everybody in stitches and really made good friends with our wonderful makeup artist, Crystal. So it was kind of fun, actually spent a lot of time teaching, showing them, here's how this works and here's how this works. And I think it worked well for us. It was small, but effective.
I think I'm the biggest crew here. We had 21 total people helping us this year.
Next question over here.
Yes, from this